Hey, what's up YouTube? This is CJ the Gamer. I'm going to be bringing you guys a Battlin boxer deck profile. Now this deck isn't complete, but I will point out the cards that I would take out in replace of some better ones. So we'll just get right into the deck profile and I'll explain my choices as I go along. So first off, we have 3 Glassjaw, 3 Switch Hitter, and then the 3 Headgeared. That's pretty standard. You have to play these in order to get out lead yoke, basically. You mainly want to make lead yoke as fast as possible. 2 Spar, these are really good first turn, but later on they're not so great. So that's why I only play 2 instead of 3. 2 Counterpunch, pretty simple, just boost up your monster to the damage step. 2 Battlin boxer Veil. Now this is one of those cards I was mentioning that I would probably take out. I want to play Max C's in replace of these, or like some better trap card, because my trap lineup isn't that strong because I don't really have some of the high dollar trap cards like Vanity's Emptiness and stuff like that. 2 Mass Chameleons. The reason for this is because when we have Glassjaw in the graveyard, which we pretty much always do, you can just go Mass Chameleon, bring it back, go for a synchro play. So it just makes the deck more versatile. It gives you access to synchro plays and XYZ plays. And then the 1 Blaster, because it's an all-fire deck, except for the Mass Chameleons. But so now we'll move on to the spell lineup. 3 Rotos, of course, to search out whatever you need. 2 Kaiser Coliseum. Reason for this is just go lead yoke, Kaiser Coliseum. That's a pretty hard board to get around because you can only summon 1 monster, and then you have to deal with the lead yoke at the same time. So that's why Kaiser Coliseum is really good in this deck. 2 Battlin Boxing Spirits, just bring back one of your Battlin Boxer monsters from the graveyard. It's really good, helps you go to lead yoke pretty often. 2 MSTs, just get rid of Vanity's Emptiness, whatever's slowing you down. Then for 1-of spell cards, 1 Soul Charge, Snatch Steal, Book of Moon, Foolish Burial, just send Glassjaw to the graveyard. That's mainly what we want to do with that. And then 1 Dark Hole. I would play Raigeki instead of Dark Hole, I just don't have it right now, but even so, Dark Hole, it's still pretty good in this deck because if you just make lead yoke and then you go Dark Hole, you still have your lead yoke, you just boosted it up by another 800, and you just wipe the board at the same time, so it's not a bad card, but I would rather play Raigeki, to be honest. Now for the trap lineup, I'm playing 2 Phoenix Chains and 2 Mirror Force. Now I would like to replace the Mirror Forces, of course, because they're not really useful at all. These will probably be D Prisons or like a Vanity's Emptiness if I ever decide to get those cards. I'll probably get D Prisons because they're not too expensive, but Vanity's Emptiness is what I really would like to play. I play it in my decks online, but I just do not have the money for them right now. So just replace the Mirror Forces with Vanity's Emptiness if you have it. And then just the staple trap cards, Bottomless Torrential, Compulse, Solemn Warning. Torrential isn't that useful anymore, but I still play it because I think it's really good. Now for the extra deck, I'm pretty sure I'm just missing, I'm only missing 2 cards from the extra deck. Otherwise, the extra deck would be complete as well. So I'll point out the cards that I will take out in order to play the cards I want to play. So start off with the Synchros. You can only really make level 8, so we got Stardust Dragon, Colossal Fighter, because, you know, all warrior deck, this thing gets up to at least 3,000, probably even more if it's really late game. 1 Scrap Dragon, you can use that to pop lead yoke, or just one of your Battlin boxer monsters, and then pop another card. And then Crimson Blader. I know a lot of people don't like to play Crimson Blader because they don't really think it's that useful anymore. But honestly, if you use this against like Monarch players or just people that want to drop or like a Shaddoll player, which Shaddolls you don't really see too many Shaddoll players, but if you do this, you can stop them from going into Construct and you can stop them from going into the Winda. So in my opinion, this card's still good. You just have to use it right against the right decks. And now move on to the XYZ monsters. I'm playing 1 Rhapsody, 1 Cowboy, Maestroke. This will probably be a number 101, but I just don't have that right now. 1 Exciton Knight, the 3 lead yokes, Two King of the Feral Imps. I'll probably take out a King of the Feral Imps for a Castell, but once again, I don't really have Castell right now. One Lavalval Chain, and then one Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. This will probably be a second Castell, to be honest, just because Castell is a really good card to send back anything to the deck, and that's why I really want to get one. So I'm going to try to get one pretty soon. I just don't have one right now. So that's the Battlin Boxer deck profile, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like if you did. Also, subscribe if you want to see more deck profiles. And I'm also trying to get some Yu-Gi-Oh! Product to open for you guys later on. So if you haven't already, please subscribe for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.